What's going on YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and I've got an unboxing to do. Now, I did tear out the invoice enclosed because I did not know what was in here at first, but let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Alright, so we got our handy dandy knife here. Let's go ahead and cut that, and then cut this, and then cut this right here. Alright. Oh, come on. This is a big box. I wonder how big this is. Come on. Come on. Ooh, peanuts. Oh, who could say no to peanuts? I mean, come on. They're freaking peanuts. This is, if I was younger, this would be more awesome than it is now. But it's still pretty awesome. Oh, my. Oh, the mess we're about to make here. Oh man. So many peanuts. If I didn't want to clean up a big mess, I would take this and dump it over my head. But I really don't feel like making a big mess. Okay, let me rephrase that. More like, I don't feel like cleaning up a big mess. Oh wow, I brought the camera down so I could sit, and apparently it's still rather tall box. Alright, so we've got a quad bay 2.5 and 3.5 enclosure. They have a silver and white and a black model. The black model would probably be better because you're probably going to have this thing for a long time, and it's going to go through a lot of use and probably see a lot of dust. Oh, well, I guess the dust will look better on the white one. But there you go. You got easy access, anti-vibration, smart cooling technology, plug and play, fits all HDD, fits all HDD again, 2.5, 3.5, 4 bays, fan, and speed control. I'm assuming that's what that is. And then you can use USB 3.0 or you can use eSATA. Now, the laptop I'm going to be using does not have eSATA, so I will not be able to try that. And also, this is currently my only Windows laptop, and it only has USB 3.0, no 2.0. I would like to demonstrate to you that if you hook it up to a USB 2.0 port, you're not going to get very fast speeds. But I can't demonstrate that, so I will go ahead and discuss that for a second. USB 2.0 is old. But if you do not have 3.0, then this thing is not going to operate at the speeds they're wanting you to experience. So just keep that in mind. It'll still work, but it'll be a lot slower if your computer does not have USB 3.0 or eSATA. Now that being said, I would like to thank ICYCube because without them this video would not be possible. They did supply me with this product. On the side here you can see the large fan, the power on and off, the power plug. You can do auto, which is what I'm going to have mine on. If it isn't working hard and if it doesn't need the fan on high, which is probably going to be a louder sound, which we will try out here in a second, then there's no need to have it on high. So I'd keep mine on auto. You've got your eSATA, and I definitely recommend using that because as you can see, it's going to be a little bit faster transfer rate. Again, we don't have eSATA, we only have USB 3.0. And detachable fan. Oh, I did not even know that it was detachable. That's cool. And then on the back here, it has a ton of information that you can pause and read for yourself. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you have USB 2.0, that's megabits. So your transfer rate, it's probably going to be somewhere around, I don't even want to estimate, but it's going to be way freaking slower than USB 3.0. All right, so let's go ahead and open this sucker up and start playing with it and then hook it up to our laptop. Let's see. How does this open? This thing looks pretty cool. I was definitely excited because my old hard drive dock that I did a video on a couple years back actually died a long time ago. It was so slow with the USB 3.0 port that it wasn't worth using. It was just terribly slow, like just something on it had died or I don't know. So I haven't used it, and I think I threw it away actually. I don't remember what I did with it. In here we have, and it wasn't by this company, it was by another company. In here we have probably the fan, I'm imagining. A large power brick to power it. And then a eSATA cable, so it does come with one, very nice. And then a USB 3.0 cable that we'll be using. And some screws if you want to mount the hard drive brackets on them or something. I don't know. I haven't seen any. I've never used this before. I don't know what it's going to be like. Let's pull this sucker out of here. All right, so there's that. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not heavy, but it's definitely, I'd say it's a few pounds. Okay, let's go ahead and get this off of here. Let's get this sucker undressed. Come on. Oh my goodness. All right, the instruction booklet is right here. User manual. You can go ahead and throw that away. I'm just kidding. Keep it, because if you're like me and you can't figure something out, you eventually come back to it. Oh, look, and some food for your best friends that are so nice to you. No, don't give that to your friends. Don't do that. Okay, so on the back here, we can immediately notice this giant fan that supposedly detaches somehow, some way. And I immediately see it right there. Click that. That's kind of cool. So I like that this can be replaced with another fan. It's got a special little power connector here, so if you wanted to replace this with a alternate fan, it would probably be pretty easy to wire up something there. Just get you a computer fan and connect them to right there. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and plug that back in. Like we saw in the picture, there's our power plug, our on and off, then our low, high, auto. I guess if you're going to be using this full time for, you know, things all the time, high would be good. For me personally, it's going to be more like a, you know, take a video from my SSD and throw it on a hard drive. So I'll probably have it on auto because I won't be using it all the time. Your Esata port and then your USB 3.0 port. And a Kensington lock too, so you can lock this bad boy up and keep somebody from taking from it. All right, so right here, we've got I've never used this before, so I'm looking kind of like an idiot. These go down. All right. And this okay, cool. This comes out. And we've got a few hard drives here that we have had for a minute. And let's see which way it's facing in there. All right, so the connectors are on the right, so we're going to have it like this, go in there. All right, that looks pretty easy. And those screws they give you, you can screw those in there if you want to make these a permanent thing. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in there. Oh, okay. So when you put it in there, again, mine aren't secured, so they could go in there. And if they do, what I recommend doing is just taking out one of the bottom ones, and then it'll come out a lot easier because you'll have more room to work with. But you plug it in here, and then it feels like it's stuck, it's locked. But we're going to go ahead and just push that in. And boom, hard drive's connected. So let's go ahead and throw a couple extra ones in there. We've got this 2 terabyte one. I remember buying this bad boy a little while back. I buy these hard drives to store videos on. Lately, I've been using a my port thingy. I will go back to using these again. But there we go. So let's go ahead and throw in one more. I don't know. That's an old one. This one's okay. We'll use this one here. Put it in the third one. And then secure it. And now, for the smaller one here, let's try that. This is an itty bitty drive. Itty bitty little drive. I might have, I don't know how this is going to work, guys. Owner's manual. All right, so for the smaller one, you are going to need to go ahead and mount it to the bottom of it. So if I put this in here, this might not be the best one to show you because it is a thin drive. I've got this one here. This one will be a better example, I think. So here we go. Let's throw that one in there and look for some, aha. There we go. There's some mounting holes right there. We're not leaving this video until this little guy's in there. Awesome. Didn't realize that at first, but there's actually labels on them. So let's go ahead and grab 4 of these bad boys here. Now, while I'm doing this, it should be noted that if you have a USB 3.0 SSD, it's not going to go as fast as it would if it was in a hard drive, in a computer. So you might not get the full speeds, but it's going to be pretty fast. Let's go ahead and put this together. 1 screw in, 2 screws in. You know, it's actually in there pretty good with just 2 screws. So we're going to keep it like that. Because if I remember correctly, this drive gave you some issues. So I don't think it's a really good drive. It's just something I can test and show you how it works. So with just 2 screws in there, we're going to plug it in. And then it closes. Nice. So you would never know that there's a 2.5 in there. Let's go ahead and power this thing up. Want to go ahead and note that it'd be nice if there was something on here that lets you know, hey, this thing's getting power. Like if you plug this into the back and it's not turning on, it'd be nice to be able to troubleshoot and know if it was this thing or not. There's no indication at all that it's plugged in at the moment. Something I'd like to see. All right, so we'll go ahead and plug it into the back. And we'll go ahead and turn it on. I hear the hard drive spinning up. I hear that fan. Let's put it on high. Well, that's not bad at all. And low's almost unhearable. I'm gonna let you hear this. You're not gonna hear me very well, but this is low. And that's high. It's not real loud. I'm talking louder because the microphone's not facing me right now. Low again. Very, very quiet. High again. I could probably keep it on high and not even complain at all. But like I said, auto might be the better choice. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this cable here. And I know the video is already getting long. Before I edit it, we're at the 20-minute mark now. So let's go ahead and get this wrapped up because this is kind of a little, in my opinion, unnecessarily long. It's got some like rubber feet that make it towards this thing does not slide at all. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm sure you wouldn't want it moving around, but I mean, it is stuck to the surface it's on. It's just better to lift it and move it. And I'm just now noticing the bottom here, which is like I guess like an input, and then that's the output because air is blowing out. So this is how it gets air. I'm such an idiot. I wish I had a better way of showing you this. This is my best way at the moment. All right. And there's flickering on this monitor right now, and I don't like that at all. Okay, turn up the brightness, it goes away. All right, so let's plug in this USB 3.0 here. And, oh, there's little lights. I see 1, 2, and 3. No, this one's lit up too. It's just a little bit not as bright. A little dimmer. I hear things spinning up. And those are flashing. There is one right here, but it's really hard to tell. I know it's a little out of the frame. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's installing the device. And there we go. There's the terabyte red hard drive, the 2 terabyte. There's the 3 terabyte. And there's the 500 gig hard drive. If I turn the brightness down, there's flicker. I don't know what to tell you about that. So the only one not showing up is that little, I think it's that little, no, all 4 of them are showing up. That's that one that it's really the small one. So that's cool. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go to the 3 terabyte one. And we will go to camera videos here. We'll sort by largest. And this one's 2.4 gigs. So what we're going to go ahead and do is hit Control Copy. Go to our... No, actually, since you can't see that very well, we're going to just go ahead and drag it over to the desktop. And we'll see 156 megabytes. We are using an SSD in this thing. So if your hard drive on your computer isn't really fast, that's gonna be your bottleneck right there. We're using an SSD, so that transfer rate's pretty fast. Now let's go ahead and delete this file from the hard drive, clear out our recycle bin, and let's cut it and paste it back. Wow. Okay, those speeds are awesome. 190 megabytes per second. Those speeds are fantastic. And that's that little hard drive too. Or no, that's the 3 terabyte one. I'm sorry. That's the bigger one. So this is the little one here. We don't have anything on there we can mess with at the moment. I guess what we can do is take one of my videos here. It's at the very top. I'll move it right here. I'm sorry about this setup. I really am. I just don't have very many options here, and I don't have much room to work with. But so let's go ahead and send this over to our little guy here, the little hard drive. Not a very good example. Again, I told you this drive is, when I was scanning for errors, it wasn't able to correct them or fix them. This is not a good drive, not a good example. Sorry about that. All these other ones are pretty full. Yeah, I filled each one of them up. There's actually 96 gigabytes free. So let's go ahead and go to finished videos here. And let's move over that video and see how fast that goes. It is currently scanning the drive because it's generating thumbnails and stuff. So once this is finished, this will move faster. There we go, up to 90 megabytes per second. So this thing is fast. And I promise you, this sucker will be near my desk, connected to my computer, and I will be putting some fresh new hard drives in here and throwing some videos on there. Wow, it's awesome going through here and seeing all these really old videos. Some really old stuff in here. The S4 Sadio Obex case, S4 and the S3 and the Note 2, Zero Lemon batteries, the S4 underwater. Man, lots of old videos in here. All right, so one thing I'm curious about is if I go to eject, let's move the laptop over. Before I end this video, I want to see what happens if I go to eject. Can I eject? Oh, okay. So this is similar to an experience I had with another one of these things. The first model they had, I literally only could just hit one button and make all 4 of them disconnect. And then I could swap them out. You couldn't eject like the little guy here and pull him out and swap him out while the other 3 are going. They released a new model which allowed that. So maybe ICDoc can do that. All the lights turned off. Every hard drive in here is... let me go ahead and move it so you can see that. I'm sorry about this. All the lights turned off. So maybe they can release an updated model in the future that allows you to eject each drive individually versus one button disconnects all of them and then you can just take it out and it's not going to be a problem. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. Since I don't have it mounted in there, which is a good idea to do, just at least 1 or 2 screws, it does that. But an easy fix for that is just to simply take them all out. It is definitely better to go ahead and mount them in there. We'll tell you that right now. It's a lot safer to do that. There you go. Now, since we have all the drives out, let's look back here. So if we take all the hard drives out and we look inside there, we can see how it gets air. There's little vents back here that allow for the air to escape and get through the back. And then there's our input as far as the air can come in here as well and then go out here. I'm assuming there's some out. I'm assuming that's what it comes in here and it's got some way to like go up the back. I don't know. Thank you, ICDoc. Upon first glance, the only things I would change are the power supply not having any indicator light on it, letting you know that it itself is getting power, and that it'd be cool if you could eject all, each individual drive rather than just doing all of them at one time. Other than that, the speeds are fantastic. It's a very nice case. It looks very sleek, and it's got a fan to keep all your hard drives cool. And did I mention it looks awesome? I will have a link in the description if you want to go ahead and purchase one of these for yourself. Thank you for watching this rather long video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out, and I would appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing for more videos like this. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not doing so already. This is What Would Josh Do, and I am out. And let's
cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.